All right. Shalom, shalom. I want to say call halayim Yahweh Bahashim Yahweh Shai Bahashim Rakah Quitash. Double honors to the apostles and the elders of Great Millstone who taught me this truth and who rule well in this truth. Shalom to the 144,000 and the hopeful elect of the nation of Israel that scattered throughout the four corners of the earth. Peace and mercy unto you. You Negroes, you Latinos, you Native Americans. You are the true Hebrew Israelites that the Bible speaks of. You are the true chosen people of the book. All right, so this is not going to be a long video, man. I just want to report on some news real quick, man, to let y'all know what's going on, man. All right, so let's just get right into it, man. I got this article right here. All right, the title reads Iran's military drills by Natanz, all right, raise nuclear tensions, all right? And we know that Iran plays a very great part in biblical prophecy, all right? Iran is going to be one of the nations that's going to help Russia destroy America. Like it tells you in 2nd Ezra, the 15th chapter, all right? They shall join battle with them and shall waste a portion of the land of the Assyrians, all right? Talking about Iran joining battle with Russia, all right, to destroy America, all right, because America is known as Assyria in the Bible. America is also known as Babylon. America is known as Egypt in the Bible, Sodom as well, all right. So the title reads again, it says Iran's military drills, all right, by Natanz raise nuclear tensions, and it also tells you in the book of Ezekiel, the 38th chapter, all right, that Iran is going to be with Russia as well, all right? It's going to be with it's going to be one of Russia's allies in this third world war. All right? So let's get into this article, man. All right, it says Iran has begun military exercises, a prelude to an attack. All right, it says Iranian armed forces have commenced air defense maneuvers near the Natanz nuclear facility. All right, the army and units of the Islamic Revolutionary Guard Corps are participating in these exercises. All right, the Tasnim news agency associated with the Islamic Revolutionary Guard Corps provided information about the air defense exercises that began on Tuesday around the Natanz nuclear facility in Isfahan province, all right, in Iran. Concerns about a potential armed conflict are increasing. Conservative politicians in Tehran are advocating for a nuclear weapons test as a deterrent. All right, the DPA agency notes that Israel has repeatedly threatened attacks on Iran nuclear facilities, basing its belief on the International Atomic Energy Agency's assertion that Tehran has accelerated uranium enrichment to 60%, aiming to acquire nuclear weapons. Yeah. All right? Because, like the scriptures say, all right, they shall come through, all right, they shall come forth like the wild boars in the wood, and with great power shall they come. That's talking about Iran, all right, in 2nd Ezra, the 15th chapter, all right, when they're known as the Carmanians in 2nd Ezra, the 15th chapter, Iran, all right, and it says, with great power shall they come, all right, so they probably will obtain nuclear power, whether it's by their own by their own power, or Russia gives them nuclear missiles, all right? Because there's a reason why Russia has the largest nuclear arsenal in the world. That's the spirit of the Lord that Russia has the largest nuclear arsenal in the world, all right? Because Russia going to be the main ones to destroy America, all right, and wipe America off the face of this earth, along with Russia's allies, all right? And they probably will give nuclear, since they have so many nuclear missiles, all right? They probably will give Iran nuclear missiles. You know, they have Russia has the largest nuclear arsenal in the world, and they hold the most powerful nuclear missile, known as Satan. They have Satan 1, and they have another one powerful than that called Satan 2. All right, I did a video on it. All right, it's called Make Bright the Arrows. All right, I did a video on it not too long ago. All right, about 2 months ago, something like that. All right, that's a good video. You should go watch it. All right, it talks about it's a video because I went into another video on YouTube. All right, responding to it, and it talks about the most powerful nuclear missiles on Earth right now. All right, every that belongs to each nation. All right, you should go watch that video. That's a fire video. All right, but anyway, it says according to Western experts, there is no civilian justification for Iran's actions. All right. Only countries producing nuclear weapons have enriched uranium to this level to date. However, Tehran maintains that its nuclear program is purely peaceful. All right, increasing tensions in the Middle East. All right, the Iranian authorities worry that if Donald Trump returns to the White House, Israel might carry out an airstrike on Iran nuclear facilities. Experts are debating whether such actions could genuinely prevent Iran, all right, from building an atomic bomb. All right, it says experts are debating whether such actions could be genuinely prevent Iran from building an atomic bomb. Meanwhile, the Israeli armed forces remain on high alert, fearing another attack from Iran. All right. It says Benny Sapti from the Israeli National Security Institute pointed out that Iran has declared a third attack on Israel. All right. He observed that Iranian authorities appeared to be frustrated by the delay in carrying out this attack. Sapti also mentioned concerns that Iran could use ongoing exercises as a pretext for an assault, drawing a parallel to the strategy employed by Egypt and Syria in 1973. All right. So you can read the rest of this article. Let me read this last part. It says Sapti observes that Iran could take advantage of the final days of Joe Biden's presidency, all right, during which he believes Biden would be hesitant about a decisive response. Despite the tense situation, Sapti does not believe Iran will opt for an attack, emphasizing that Israel has enhanced its defense capabilities. I just can't imagine them taking such a risk, he concludes. All right. So if you want to read this article, you can read it for yourself. Any brothers watching, you could use this, for maybe a lesson or a video. All right. But I have another article right here. All right. It says North Korea successfully test new intermediate range missile. All right. State media says. All right. And like the scriptures say, all right, you shall hear of wars and rumors of wars. All right. We're in those days now. The whole world is at war right now. Literally, the whole world is at war right now. There's so many conflicts going on in the earth right now. Tensions between nations. We're living in those days. We ain't got too much time left, man. Yahushua getting ready to crack that sky. But we know first must come the MOTB, the mark of the beast, which is the digital chocolate chip that the elites want to implant under your skin. We know that must come first before those nuclear missiles fly. And Yahushua cracks that sky. You know? So it says right here, it says missile, let me read this again. It says North Korea successfully test new intermediate range missile, state media says. All right. Missile used carbon fiber, state news agency says. South Korea disputes claimed range of 1,500 kilometers. Launch coincided with visit by U.S. Secretary of State. It says Seoul, January 7th. All right. North Korean leader Kim Jong-un oversaw a successful test of a new intermediate range hypersonic ballistic missile on Monday. State media KCNA said on Tuesday, pledging to accelerate the country's nuclear and missile capabilities. All right, the scriptures say, let the weak say, I am strong. All these countries, all right, that were once weak and had no nuclear power, all right, now have nuclear power. All right, that's why none of these countries are scared of America anymore. They're not scared of America anymore. These countries are getting ready. All right, these nations are getting ready to wipe America off the face of this earth. And it is going to happen because it's prophecy. America is getting ready to be wiped off the face of this earth in this third world war. All right, Babylon the Great is going to get swept with the bosom of destruction, like it says in Isaiah the 14th chapter. All right, in Jeremiah 50, I think it's Jeremiah 50, it says that which we know Jeremiah 50 is talking about America being destroyed. But I think it's in the 50th chapter of Jeremiah where it says the whole land shall be desolate. From New York to California, America is going to become a desert, a wasteland. America is getting ready to be destroyed. The Lord is getting ready to pour out the fire. He's getting ready to pour the fire of his jealousy on America, man. All right? The earth is going to be devoured with the fire of the Lord's jealousy. All right? It says it was North Korea's first missile launch since November 5th, and I reported on that as well. If I'm not mistaken, I know I reported on it. All right? It was North Korea's first missile launch since November 5th and coincided with a visit to South Korea by U.S. Secretary of State Antony Blinken, in which he pledged bilateral and trilateral cooperation, including with Japan, to respond to Pyongyang's growing military threats. All right. The test occurred less than 2 weeks before U.S. President-elect Donald Trump, who held unprecedented summits with Kim during his first term and has touted their personal rapport, all right, returns to office. All right. The missile was fired from the outskirts of Pyongyang and flew about 1,500 kilometers, 932 miles, at 12 times the speed of sound. All right, reaching an altitude of nearly 100 kilometers before descending to a second peak of 42.5 kilometers and maneuvering to an accurate landing on a target off the East Coast. KCNA said. It says South Korea's military said that KCNA report was most likely exaggerated, estimating the range at around 1,100 kilometers and saying there was no second peak detected, though detailed analysis would be conducted. All right, with the United States, a second peak would imply the missile could change course and maintain altitude rather than descending on a ballistic trajectory. All right, new carbon fiber composite materials were used. All right, were used in the missile's engine section. Let me read that again. It says new carbon fiber composite materials were used in the missile's engine section. All right, carbon fiber is lighter and stronger than other aerospace materials such as aluminum, but is more difficult to manufacture. All right, it says the missile could effectively penetrate any dense defense barrier and inflict a serious military blow on the opponent. All right. It says Kim hailed the missile as a powerful weapon against security threats posed by hostile forces and the changing regional environment. All right. KCNA released photos of Kim monitoring, all right, the launch via teleconference alongside his young daughter and a missile lifting off from a field. All right, the development of new type hypersonic missile is mainly aimed, all right, to steadily put the country's nuclear war deterrent on an advanced basis. Whew. All right. Blinken condemned. All right. Blinken condemned, and South Korea Foreign Minister Ko Tae-yul condemned the launch and warned of Pyongyang's deepening ties with Moscow. Yup, like the scriptures say. All right. When you read Ezekiel uh when you read Ezekiel the 38th chapter, all right, it talks about how Russia is going to be a guard, all right, until all these other nations. That's why last year, many countries, all right, like North Korea, all right, and Iran, and also China has deepened their ties with Russia because Russia is going to be a guard unto all these nations according to prophecy. You understand? All right, it says, and warned of Pyongyang's deepening ties with Russia. Yeah, because North Korea gives Russia ammunition for the Ukraine and for the Russian and Ukraine war, and in return, if I'm not mistaken, Russia gives North Korea nuclear missiles. All right, if I'm not mistaken. All right, it says including illicit cooperation on space and satellite technology. All right, North Korea has been developing a new solid fuel Irbm. All right, amid an intensifying race for the next generation of long-range rockets that are difficult to track and intercept. All right, so just to report on this, man, to let y'all know what's going on. All right, so y'all not living under a rock, man. All right, to report on what's happening, because that's what a watcher does, man. All right, let y'all know what's happening. All right, so with that being said, I hope this was edifying. I hope this now you know what's going on, man. Just to report on it, man. All right, so with that being said, I just want to say call Halalyum Yahweh Bahashim Yahweh Shai Bahashim Rakah Kwitash. All right, so on to the next one. Shalom, shalom.